Hey guys, this is your Nintendo Switch Weekend Review. We'll be covering the 23 games announced for the Switch this week. So let's get started. The first game announcement we'll be covering this week came to us from Bandai Namco, confirming that SD Gundam G Generations Genesis is coming to the Nintendo Switch on April 26th in Japan. This is an RPG tactical Gundam game spanning across many series and movies that previously released on PlayStation 4 and Vita. The Switch version will include all of the DLC, and as an added bonus, those who get the game early will receive a Super Nintendo game called Super Gachapon World SD Gundam X as a download code. Humble Bundle Publishing announced that Aegis Defenders is coming to the Switch on February 8th. This game has you playing as a team of ruin hunters who are searching for a legendary weapon known as the Aegis to save their village. The title itself features a mix of action platforming and tower defense strategy. Masters of Anima is coming to the Switch in spring of 2018. The game follows Otto, who takes on the forces of evil in a strategic action-packed battles where you can summon and control large armies with up to 100 guardians. Saturday Morning RPG is also coming to the Switch. Limited Run Games announced this episodic JRPG style game as one of their upcoming physical titles for the hybrid console in 2018. No word yet on pricing. RBI Baseball 18 is also coming to the Switch in March. It was announced on Twitter that the Switch version will launch simultaneously with the PS4 and Xbox One versions this time, and it will feature the Indian shortstop Francisco Lindor on the cover. Epic Loon is also coming to the Switch in summer of 2018. This is a quirky physics platformer with Switch-specific features like 4-player co-op and battle modes. Wild Guns Reloaded is also coming to the Switch. This game recently received a rating in Taiwan, and the Reloaded moniker implies that this is the new version of this SNES fast-paced arcade-style shooter. Arc System Works announced that Fantasy Hero Unsigned Legacy is coming to the Switch. This action RPG, which released on the Vita back in 2014, will be available in the eShop on January 25th for $10. Radicalia Games announced that Space Jack is coming to the Switch later this year. With fast-paced arcade tower defense gameplay, it'll be your mission to defend the spaceship against aliens who want to overrun the place. Dream Alone is coming to the Switch later this year. This upcoming puzzle platformer features old school horror aesthetics and platform gameplay with the dark but reminiscent story of fairy tales. Neo Atlas 1469 is also coming to the Switch on April 19th. This is a simulation and exploration title in which you attempt to complete a map full of challenges and quests. A Steam version was made available last year, so it's unclear whether this game will get localized. Super Chariot is also coming to the Switch. Microids announced on Twitter that this 2D platformer is coming to the Switch later this year. It was also previously available on the Wii U. Cubic was also announced and released on the Nintendo Switch eShop on January 18th. This game features a world filled with brain teasers, puzzles, and riddles across 63 different levels. D3 Publisher held an event and announced a couple of games on the Switch. The first one being Tennis, available on the Japanese eShop on January 25th. This is an accessible tennis game reminiscent of Wii Tennis. They also announced two other games, one called Billiards and the other one Skate Trick 35 Fateful Enigmas, but sadly we have no gameplay or images. Baseball Riot was also announced and released on the Nintendo Switch eShop on January 19th. This game has you playing as a retired star baseball player Gabe Carpaccio as he goes on a crusade to free his former team from the grasp of an evil enterprise. Super One More Jump is also coming to the Switch. This is a handcrafted intense arcade platformer, and the game features a simple to learn one-button controls that are hard to master, featuring over 100 levels. Torque L is also coming to the Japanese eShop on February 1st. This is a 2D rolling and extended platformer action puzzle game that features HD Rumble support, and the game is also in English. Toads the Goat is also coming to the Switch. This mobile game will be remade specifically for the Switch, and it will be adding some console exclusive characters. Turbo Pug DX is also coming to the Switch. This is a runner with passionately crafted environments, multiple paths, various characters, and minigames. Boxy Racers appeared on the Japanese eShop for a January 25th release. This is a racing game with block-like voxel visuals, and it has two steering modes, handle and stick, and it will be featuring a multiplayer option with up to 8 players. And the last game announcement we'll be covering this week is of course the Nintendo Labrum. If you haven't seen the announcement trailer already, I'll leave a link in the description below. Basically, these are cardboard toys that you can build, or you can let your kids build them themselves. They're not aimed at the core gamer audience, and it clearly shows. There's a variety pack of 5 toy cons for $70 and the robot set for $80. A lot of questions are still up in the air about the software, so I'm kind of counting it as one game, but it technically is a bunch of mini games. They're set to release on April 20th. And that's all the games we'll be covering this week. A whole heck of a lot of indies and a lot of smaller ones at that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, specifically with these recent YouTube crackdowns. But more importantly, don't forget to come back next week for another Nintendo Switch Weekend Review. See ya.